board. Hans, very close to winning against Aronian as well, was very vocal about how annoyed he was with himself. And let's see what he chooses in this game.
Okay, Sicilian Najdorf from Nihal Sarin. Hans Niemann is an e4 specialist. What's he going to do against the Najdorf? Brings out his bishop. Will he play the most aggressive principled lines, pushing his pawn forward? There we go. This is the, I can't pronounce it, Scheveningen system as black, where you just put pawns on the 6th rank, and you allow white onto you. You provoke white forward. Super flexible for black. Nowadays, they always just push the pawn into the center, becomes more fixed and blocked.
You know the story about the pronunciation of that?
Scheveningen.
No, but like during the Second World War, the German used that specific word for checking if people were Dutch.
Oh, really?
Yes, because only the Dutch can pronounce it properly.
Okay, I would have failed the test.
Yeah, exactly. So, in any British spies, no chance to pronounce it properly.
Oh, wow.
David, you would have been...
I would have been doomed. Taken in.
Fast enough here.
I'm not fast enough. He's already criticizing his use of time, and it's pretty even on the clock still, I would say.
Okay, this is a very typical Sicilian break from Nihal Sarin. Normally they say if you can break with the pawn move to d5 and open up the center, you're doing quite well as black, but here he is very behind. Like his king's in the middle, bishop's still at home. I don't think black can ever castle into the storm. So Hans is just going to defend his own king.
Oh, is Nihal singing? Oh no,
Music.
I don't have sound on him right now. But he's singing for sure. What else would he be possibly saying in this kind of way? Okay, let's load him back in and see if he's still...
You can sing over mod, try to...
A dub.
Like, yeah, dub is singing.
Lip sync battle.
Despacito.
Maybe. Yeah. In the meantime, the knight coming in. That's a big threat. The knight will jump, defended by its queen. Oh, he's silent again, Nihal. I think all the fans want to hear that.
Yeah.
Hear the beats.
I've turned on his sound. He must be listening to something.
Hans, yeah, he's not playing his fastest.
There we go. What was that? What was that, Nihal?
Okay.
It's a guess the song contest. Help us, viewers.
We need help. Oh, in the meantime, everything lined up in the center. Is Nihal going to keep jumping with his knight?
Yeah.
Finally develop.
Very interesting position. I mean, a lot of Sicilians often turn into very crazy, interesting positions. I think this is certainly one of them. Chances for both sides. Position quite balanced, but really not a draw. This is not going to be a draw by any. G5, I suppose.
Yeah, the white pawn can step forward. Very logical. Black was hitting this pawn, but Hans Niemann jumps in. Sicilian sacrifice alert. Knight and f5. The bishop in the center is the target if the pawn ever goes and takes this knight. Wow, this is mega complicated now.
Okay. He goes for it, yeah?
Oh, he does.
And he castles out of the chaos in the middle.
Bishop f4? This is hanging.
Oh, jeez.
He didn't grab it yet, Nihal, because he was scared his queen might get trapped. Also, the queen needed to defend its knight to give black time to castle.
Right.
But now he's threatening the pawn, and he's threatening ideas like trying to get the white queen, not many squares for it to run to. Bishop hits the knight.
So do you take it now?
To grab or not to grab? I mean, it's tempting, right?
Oh. But what's the continuation after that?
I don't know.
Is there any follow-up?
Oof, this is so crazy, this position. Like, the problem is if you take this pawn and then move your knight out the way, for example, in many positions, the white rook will be hitting this undefended bishop.
Yeah, right.
So maybe the queen needs to stay defending her bishop.
Okay, so knight c6 then, or what do you do?
That would be maybe one of the safer moves.
Then suddenly f5 is hanging and, I don't know, you're just worse?
Oh, Nihal's burning time, though. We talked about how that could backfire.
Yeah, but some positions you need to burn some time. I feel like this is such a critical position. You need to spend some time just to, well, survive, basically. If you just play any move here, you might just lose immediately because of the position. So,
Yeah, it's hard to find the bearings. He does take a pawn with check.
okay, critical.
He's going to drop his knight back next move.
Ah,
He figured out, like, why not grab a pawn, and he's kind of defending this square. Like,
Yeah.
the white queen wants to take. So the knight has to jump this way, I think. If it jumps the other way, I do fear that there might be some tactics against the bishop.
yeah, makes sense.
But, okay, Hans is choosing between two squares for his king. Is it a choice that's worthy of a 30-second think?
Probably not. Wouldn't think so.
Like, yeah. I mean, the obvious one is to go into the corner, but maybe he sees a problem with that. Maybe on the dark square diagonals, he would have been vulnerable, so he goes to a light square.
Okay, but now I thought, what happens on bishop
Maybe I go
d3?
up, I don't know.
Then maybe queen a4 and knight b5. I don't know. Chess is hard.
Chess is very hard, especially this position. I mean, that's the most logical move, right? Like, hit the queen away.
But why didn't he go to a1? It feels like king a2 was the wrong square.
Yeah.
Do you guys share my impression that Niemann is not actually just streaming, but he's more like just talking to himself? Mm-hmm. So he's not like trying to explain his thoughts to an audience. He's more just kind of reacting out loud.
100% agree. Yeah.
He's streaming to us.
Yes.
Personal channel.
Yes.
Oh, but Nihal singing again. Please, I want to hear what he's saying. Oh, I know this song.
Salami?
No.
C'est la vie.
Di.
Ooh.
Something Chanel. Oh, I know this song.
Chanel?
Yes.
Viewers, help us. In the meantime, he's provoked a mistake out of Hans Niemann, counterattacking against this rook, but this rook is also hanging. Like, so much tension in the position. Can the rook save itself? Like, black cannot challenge the queen because after some sacrifices, black will get done on the back rank, potentially. So can the rook move, for example, save itself? He does move it. Hans Niemann is going to drop this rook next. He needs to find a good square for his queen. We're going to hear another reaction from Hans Niemann.
No more Chanel from Tyla, which is the song he was singing, Nihal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That looks weird going into the eye line of the bishop.
Super tricky, though. What is...
He's trying to bail out here, Hans Niemann,
But
but
fit is a threat.
rook takes bishop, rook takes pawn.
Take b3.
What's he
Oh,
calculating?
if the bishop... Is it that what he's planning to play b3?
Well, he was in some variations maybe
Yeah.
trying to trap the queen, but now his own queen is attacked, so no time to take the rook. Queens have to come off.
Okay, so he gets a worse endgame here.
I think he was relying on tactics like queen takes rook
That's
and then a
actually
back rank
mine.
checkmate, but the bishop was defending.
Oh. f5, that's very energetic.
Oh, and it's just a pawn up for Nihal in this double rook endgame.
It's a very good pawn up.
White is totally stuck, can't create counterplay on the queen side. The black rooks defend everything on that side of the board. White's king is... Ooh, can you play for stalemate now?
Same.
h5 then?
Push the pawn and sack both the rooks.
Oh, come on.
I mean,
If Nihal wins this again, I mean, he's going to be so far ahead of everyone else.
Wait, rook takes rook. Then h5 would have been a check.
yes.
Ooh. Now he's threatening rook takes pawn check. Okay, the black rook no longer stalemates the white king.
No.
And here we go.
Losing.
Just losing, he says.
Yeah.
Niemann.
Yeah, Nihal versus Niemann. One is too strong.
The best knee in the grandma, the best knee.
It's the two knights who say knee.
Yeah.
Oh, niche reference.
Eeny meeny.
Okay, 20 seconds though. Nihal's totally winning here. He closes his own king in though. Oh, and can the king get out? Hans Niemann's taken a pawn.
And look at the time. They only have seconds left. We almost haven't noticed.
Oh, the winning path was to get the black king out while it could still escape.
Well,
No time now.
Still escape though.
Yeah, he's going to try and grab the pawns. And if the white rook moves, this check. Now the king gets out. The rook blocks. Shield. He's going to make a new queen. Surely enough time. 7 seconds for Nihal. He can even remove the rook. He's going for checkmate. 5 seconds. Threatening mate now. Threatening mate. And he wins through resignation.
Wow.
I literally had a draw. I mean, what is wrong with me? It's literally a draw.
Harsh words from Hans going through the final moments of that